everybody, I'm Jody Dahmer with Beargrass Thunder, and we have another awkward map explained. Today we're going to be doing an overlay of can you go south in a straight line from the Ohio River? And the reason we're asking that question is the Ohio River used to be the main center of commerce in our city before cars were invented and railroads. Most of our roads, because Louisville is an old historic city, most of our roads are specifically built to follow that original blueprint, which is get everything to the river in as many different ways as you can. What that means is that the suburbs are not very connected to the rest of the city. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So every green line you see is a line that goes south past 264, which is very isolating as it cuts off the city in a lot of neighborhoods. So we got Floyd Street, which is cut off at the railroad, as we've said in a previous awkward map. We have Preston Street, which is cut off at the railroad, again, as you can see in an awkward map. And then we have Shelby, which is cut off by a series of apartment buildings called Elevate at Nulu. So we have this that really needs to work on, because this means that no one can get from Shepherdsville to Prospect in a straight line anymore. They have to be inconvenienced. This also means that we have all of these roads going south out of the West End, but they all merge into literally 3 roads. So yes, you can go south from Shawnee, yes, you can go south from Portland, yes, you can go south from the Central Business District and 9th Street, but eventually you all get funneled into 3 main roads. And those are the only roads that go past the interstate, and none of them go east. You're actually curving down to get to the Ohio River again, right? Because that was the original purpose of the roads. And so you're looking at the Louisville International Airport here. Yes, it's a very important draw and economic driver for the city, but at the same time, it's a big airport, right? So we're seeing none of these roads actually doing anything here. And so as you get into southwest Louisville, it's very isolating to get into any of the East End jobs. And so I'll show you what I mean. Let's see how many roads can go to J-Town in Louisville. Here we see that this red line here is Watterson Trail. This is every road leading into downtown J-Town at Taylorsville Road and Watterson Trail. So we're seeing that a lot of roads in J-Town connect to Watterson Trail in some way. A lot of roads connect to Taylorsville Road eventually in some way. Because Taylorsville Road was, again, a very old road here. This is Outer Loop. This was built before 265 was created, so yes, it does go here. But let's look at Shively, Iroquois Park, Beachmont. Louisville International Airport, as well as Kentucky Kingdom, the Expo Center, you're drawing a giant brick here that no road can actually go across. You have to be in a car in order to access J-Town. And for elderly residents, seniors, and kids under 16, the suburbs are an incredibly isolating place. If you need to get to your friend's house in another neighborhood, there's no way to get there accessibly and speedily. To make matters worse, we also just had a collapse at Chenoweth Run at Bunsen Way. And so now Hurstbourne has now lost one of the main ways to get onto Watterson Trail. And so as a result, anybody that lives here is actually going to have to be funneled onto these other roads and make traffic worse for everybody else in the suburbs, because there's no alternative. There's no transit, there's no transportation. So what are we going to do? Are we going to just make the lanes wider and then another sinkhole is going to happen and we're just going to have to do the same thing over? Or can we really start to address how isolated the whole city is from each other? This has been another Awkward Maps Explained. I'm Jody Dahmer. Feel free to check out our other stuff at www.beargrassthunder.com. We have a lot of YouTube videos as well on our channel, and feel free to give us a like or a shout out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We really want to connect with fans and share more awkward maps because honestly, we need to hear this. Okay, well, thank you. Have a great day.